This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience. Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today's a very special video. Boy, have I got a treat for you guys. We are going to talk about Chanel. We're going to talk about the shenanigans that is Chanel, that was Chanel, and that wants to keep on being Chanel. But obviously you don't want to hear me blab on all by myself. Oh no. I'm going to introduce to you two queens. Actually, that's four. By the way, we multiply like mushrooms. After all, mushrooms are the fashionable statement of this season. We have Romina Rosemay in the house and Jessie from Jessie Style in the house. Both are going to join me in a panel discussion about what happened to Romina at Harrods. Is Romina going to Chanel jail? Are the coppers running after her? Is it over for everybody? And is Jessie gonna sell another bag? All these questions and more answered right now. But first, subscribe to my channel here on the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Again, access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon for extra perks. superdacob all spelled together. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday, and you are all more than welcome to join the conversation in the live chats. But for now, let's cue in our two queens, Romina Rosemay on one side and Jessie Style on the other. Hello, affluent and elegant ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
So first of all, I just want to say quickly, you know, as I introduce these wonderful ladies, great YouTubers and friends of mine, I obviously throw some shade at everyone because that's the fun thing about us. Obviously, Jessie, just calling back right away. We're just throwing the shade because you keep saying, people keep saying, oh my God, is she selling another bag? Is she selling another bag? And we all know it's always just a joke. And by the way, you should be so lucky if you manage to get a bag from Jessie because she has the best bags in the world.
She does.
But we're going to get to all of that in just a second. This is a panel discussion after all, so let's hand it over to Romina. Please, Romina, tell us, I know you already told on your channel in 2 videos what happened to you at Chanel Harrods in London this past week. But just to refresh our memories, and maybe you also want to add some more info, let us know. The mic is yours.
I'm so happy, and guys, I'm so much better prepared this time because I can actually see what you're writing as well. Last time I couldn't see that, so that's really helpful. And yeah, I don't know, where do we start? I mean, most of you have probably seen the video, right? But yeah, Richard is in the chats, I think, as well. I saw him earlier. We were filming an amazing vlog together this week. And guys, you might know that I've fallen deeply and madly in love with the Chanel 22 bag, right? And I really wanted to pull the trigger. Oh yeah, Richard is there. Hi, Richard. So guys, I don't know. First time I saw the Chanel 22 bag, you guys know, I also thought it's a bin bag. And I think they are doing a really good job with like brainwashing us because now I want it. And I think our little support group here, Jessie and Dacob, my best friends here on YouTube, we're all trying to stop each other from buying that bag, right?
Yes, we are.
So I was really excited because I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna go shopping with Richard today. You know, I'm gonna pick up a Chanel 22 bag. And in the morning, basically, when I was waiting for Richard, one of my SAs from Harrods actually texted me, and he was like, Romina, you know what? Today we have actually received one of the pink Chanel 22 bags, again, the baby pink ones that I love so much. I mean, it's such a beautiful color. And I was like, yay, amazing. Okay, let's go there. But Richard and I, we basically wanted to go to different Chanel boutiques. And the first one we went to, oh God, the SA was so lovely. It was Richard's SA, the nicest woman in the world. She took so much time. I think we spent like 2 hours in that boutique, and they have had no issue with us vlogging. However, they only had the Chanel 22 bag in the purple. That was the first time, guys, that I actually saw the purple. And I liked it. And usually I'm never indecisive. I can't tell you what happened. I was like, oh God, I really like the purple. I really like the pink. What do I do? And so we said, okay, we're going to have a look at the pink one first in Harrods, and then I might come back if I decide to go for the purple one. So we went to Harrods, and well, everything changed there.
Okay, let me stop you just for a second. So you guys, to make it very clear, and this is like the trial of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. We're sitting here in the court of fashion law. Just to be very clear, Romina, your intention was to purchase the bag that day.
Yeah.
So to all the trolls and Oompa Loompas out there who keep trying to throw shade at Romina for saying, you always go into the stores, but you don't buy nothing. So it's good that they kicked you out. I would show you the middle finger, but we are on YouTube. But you catch my drift. Okay, back to you, Romina.
I mean, if it's trolls, right? What can you do? I mean, you have only so much space at home. I'm close to 40 bags now. I can't buy a bag every week. That would be wasteful. So yeah, I mean, I'm just seeing that Holly says, like, hold out, Romina. You are brainwashed, basically. I know. I wish I could hold out. So we then went to Harrods, and I was like, okay, amazing. They actually had the purple one there too, so I could see them side by side. And Richard was like, take the pink one. You know, you love the pink looks better on you, take the pink. And our SA that showed us the bag suddenly disappeared for like, I don't know, a long time. So I was like, okay, amazing. You know, we can just try it on. I can really think about what to do. And of course we were vlogging, and our SA came back with the store manager from the Chanel ground floor boutique in Harrods. And she came to me, and she's a really, really tall person. And she really looked down to me, and she was like, Romina, we know who you are. We know you have a YouTube channel, and I'm going to have to report you to head office now. And I was like, okay, the fashion police is coming. The Chanel police is coming. I mean, in that moment, I was... You know, it's shocking, obviously. Right after that, I texted you guys, my little YouTube support group here, and I was like, oh, you don't believe what just happened, guys. So it was just shocking. I mean, obviously, she knew my name. She was like, we know who you are, you know, like in a bad Bond movie or something like that. And yeah, so that was basically the threat. Obviously, we left. Obviously, that ruined the entire experience for me to buy the bag there and then, because like I thought, oh God, I'm just gonna connect this bag to this, to basically almost getting kicked out of Chanel. They didn't kick us out; they followed us. So,
well, I mean, but they made you feel okay. So I have two questions. One, did the sales associate who actually contacted you to tell you, hey, Romina, I got a bag for you in pink, come see it. Then you come to see it in Harrods, and then you're there with Richard and you start filming. Now, my question to you is question number one. Did he have like a headpiece in his ear? Are they all connected with like... Because what I'm thinking is, did the store manager, like, through the camera system in the store, see you filming? And then she called him into the back room to say, hey, you know, I know this person, blah, blah, blah. Or he had no headphones, no earpiece, and he, of his own will, went to her.
Yeah, that is the big mystery, because Richard and I were both not sure. So it was also not the SA, it was like different people that followed us. It was not the SA that invited me there. I also don't know if they have headpieces or not, or if somebody maybe gave him a sign, because we were in one corner of the shop and he just disappeared. I have no idea. Maybe they saw it on the CCTV. They gave him a sign to come, and because they wanted to talk to him, he came back with the manager. That's all we know, basically.
So you don't know if he ran to fetch the manager or if he was called away so that the manager could come with him. No. You don't know that. And and then when the manager arrived, oh my God, this is so Johnny Depp trial.
Yeah.
So at 11:10, when the manager arrived, you were in the left or the right corner of the boutique? No, I'm kidding. No. Because in your last deposition, you said you were in the left. Now you said you were in the right.
I have video proof where we were, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding, obviously. But so what I want to know, when the store manager arrived, did she, because you said she was menacing and tall and stuff like that. Well, like, did she like treat you as if you were one of her co-workers, or did she treat you as like a child that's done something wrong?
She treated me like a criminal, basically.
So
It
what was the tone of her voice?
Romina, we know who you are. We know you have a YouTube channel, and I'm gonna have to report you to head office now. And I was like in shock.
So what? Because honestly, I mean, you guys know me. I would have splattered psychologically. Would have splattered her to that wall, and she would have never be peeled off again. Psychologically, not physically.
Dacob, I wish you would have been there. It would have made everything so much easier.
Listen, had I been there, she would have never in her life again thought to do something like that. Ever. But I gotta say, also, this type of reaction, being quick to respond, it's something that it's not for everyone. And it took me years and years and years to get there, because you got to train yourself to be ready. And maybe because, being gay and being always bullied your whole life, you kind of, gay people usually have this quick sense of wit. We have big, quick comebacks because our whole life we've been bullied and trained to have a quick comeback. So I think that's why I'm really fast. But bottom line is this: you're not her coworker. She's not your boss. She has no right to treat you like you're some worker of hers, like you belong to her and she's allowed to do with you whatever the hell she wants to.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is as well, like, you don't expect somebody to know you. I mean, obviously I meet subscribers and I love meeting. Like, whenever somebody sees me in London, like, I'm so happy if people come up. I've only had like nice experiences, and I always like film little clips with them as well. But like, you don't expect like people who work in the boutique to like come at you and basically say, Romina, I know who you are, and like really attack you. So that was a little bit of a shock, I think. I didn't expect that to happen.
You should have told her, like, oh, you know who I am? Well, bitch, I don't know who you are. So
I know. Amelia wrote.
And who are you? Sorry, who are you?
She actually said, one of the best comments under my video, she basically said, oh, you know who I am? I'm fabulous. Thank you. I love that response.
Oh my God. But when she said that, you said she didn't throw you out. She just said, I'm going to have to report you to head office. And then what? She turned around and walked away?
No, then I start my apologetic mode, because I am just like that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know what? Like, why? What did I do wrong? And she was like, yeah, we have seen you film like more than once, basically, here. Yeah, which I did. I mean, every London luxury YouTuber is filming in Harrods all the time. So I was basically saying, I'm so sorry. And, and she was basically, this is like too much. I'm going to have to report, And we were basically...
Well, then maybe.
Like, can't she just, if she doesn't like you filming, can't she just say, oh, you can't film here, like, dismiss you from the store? Why does she have to bring head office into it? Because if she is the manager, then...
Yeah, I think she wanted to scare me. I mean, up until now, guys, I'm going to keep you updated, obviously, what's going to happen. But maybe most people actually said as well, it's probably an empty threat. She just wanted to get me, she wanted to scare me away and finally get rid of me. I have no idea what her issue was, but basically I apologized. Richard was, of course, there defending me, and he was like, no, we're not going to buy anything now. Let's go, which I laughed. And I basically then still spoke to the SA, who was standing a couple of feet away from the manager, the person that actually showed us the pink bag. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I really need to think about which color I want first. We need to leave first. So we left, went upstairs. And
what did he say?
Sorry?
When you said we have to leave first, what did he say? What was his response to that?
He was very cold and distant. He was just like, okay. That was basically it. So we left, went upstairs and filmed our little clip that you can actually see in the vlog. And Richard noticed that some people were following us from the Chanel boutique, which was not the manager and not the SA. It was other people. But yeah, they kept following us for a while, so we left.
Because I saw in your video that blonde lady was behind you walking, but then she surpassed you, so it didn't feel like she was following you. It felt like she was taking something somewhere.
That's why it was not the blonde lady. It was not her. Like, you don't see the person, so... Exactly, Richard says, no, it was security. So it was not, she was just there by accident. Like, it was not her, just to make that clear.
And the security was Chanel security?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, in that case, I would have turned around and be like, hi, Mr. Baboon. You are outside of Chanel right now following me. Your authority ended where the store ended. Would you like to give an interview? Why are you following me? And I would point the camera in his face.
Yeah, I'm, yeah, maybe I should do that, but I'm too like, oh, scared.
Yeah, but I honestly, this is everything we say in this video, by the way, is just our opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. We're not here to deliver any law talk because we ain't lawyers. So you're watching us to be entertained, you guys. So just allegedly is the new black, and it's the word du jour. So having said that, I can tell you that I personally, it is my opinion that nothing can happen to you. They did not state anywhere on their doors, you can't film in here. What they can do is they can issue you they can block you for coming back to Chanel. That's all they can do.
I mean, I talked to a lawyer and she basically also said, don't worry about anything. The only thing that you need to be aware of is if they ever offer you something, like they issue you something formal, they give you a notice, they give you a warning letter, whatever, then of course I need to stick to it. But up until then, it's basically just, smoke. Yeah.
And the fact that this sales assistant, after all the shit he did, he still wanted to sell you the bag? Like, he still wanted to make commission?
Yes, and he still wrote me after that, in the afternoon later that day, and he was like, what about the bag? And I was then telling him, I'm really sorry, I've decided...
You gotta be kidding me. No. You gotta be kidding me.
I said too, and Richard was there with me, and I was basically writing him, I'm really sorry, but I decided not to go ahead with the with the buying of the bag, and then I just deleted his chat because I couldn't take it. So I was like, Richard, I have to delete this chat now. It's really bugging me.
So instead of saying, hey, I'm so sorry for how cavemanish my shop manager was to you, like she behaved like a freaking caveman to you. My apologies for having such rudeness in the boutique towards one of our clients. I'm so sorry, Romina. Are you still interested in the bag? Like, that's what he should have written instead of just like, so you want the bag or not?
No, it was, I mean, it's a funny story if we look back at it. I think in the moment it was just a little bit out of this world.
My gosh, this is insane. By the way, you guys, be sure to subscribe to Romina Rose May's YouTube channel and Jessie Styles' YouTube channel. Their links will be posted also in the description box underneath this video. But let's head on over to Jessie for a second. Jessie, what do you think about this whole situation? Because you guys, I can disclose this. Jessie has been working in the fashion field for many years. Let me tell you just this. If there's anybody who knows how it is inside fashion luxury boutiques on both ends, whether you're working behind the scenes or whether you're a client, it's Jessie. Trust you me. So that's why it is vital to hear her opinion on this topic. She is basically on this panel as the professional when it comes to luxury fashion, when it comes to interpersonal connections within luxury fashion boutiques, but also as a client. So Jessie, what's your opinion on this?
I just think that for me, it was a bit much to bring the head office into the situation, because I think it is pretty regularly that people film in the boutique, and sometimes it just depends what sales associate is there. They might be fine with it, but sales associates are encouraged to tell people to stop filming if they're filming inside a shelf or something because that's secret, or maybe they look like they're filming some people come to boutiques and they try sell products overseas, like they're personal shoppers or something, and these brands, they don't like that. They don't like people selling in the store to overseas, and it's just like that reseller vibe is not good. But if that's obviously not your intention, then I think it was just a bit, I don't know, it is really confusing the way that they handled the situation. I think as a store manager, you would just say, can you please stop filming and then leave? That's just normal. I think that, even probably Romina, you're aware that happens. And yeah, I just think it's strange because the threat of the head office, what does that mean? Are they going to give you a letter? Are they going to what does that entail? I don't understand the point. I mean, it was to scare you away, but I just think that was a bit dramatic. for them to do, and then to say, oh, can you come back and buy the bag? Like, what? Like, it's kind of sending a mixed message. It doesn't really make sense. So yeah, I just think maybe sometimes it just comes down to the manager. Like, maybe the manager could have handled it better. I mean, could have been honest and said, look, we don't like you filming here, and then you're like, okay. But like, and that's that. You could have just...
So the big issue is that basically some boutiques, because we have so many boutiques here in London, right? We have 5, 6 boutiques, and some people really do not care. Some boutiques just let you film, try on stuff, film yourself in front of the mirror, and how do I get all this footage? Because a lot of people really never say anything. They don't have a problem with people taking pictures and videos. And then, yes, I've noticed before that Harrods is very strict, but only Harrods Chanel. That's a point that I need to clarify as well, because I think some people have asked. It's not Harrods. If you go to Dior Harrods, if you go to Balenciaga, Bottega, Bulgari Harrods, all these other brands, they have absolutely no issue with filming. And I've always asked those people, like, is it okay if I film? And they always say yes, because I know they are chill with it, basically. So it's not Harrods policy either. It must be Chanel, it must be Harrods Chanel that are making such a fuss, because, I have no idea. But
well, then, Romina, maybe you should just do like other affluent, less elegant though YouTubers do in London that go to Harrods. You should take a female friend with you to annoy the sales associate while you close yourself in the dressing room, get all the pieces you want to try on, and film a video like some YouTubers do, while the sales associates are not inside the dressing room with you for hours on end, while you don't purchase anything like some YouTubers do, and get away with it like some YouTubers do, who shall remain unnamed.
I just wanted to say the shade, like, is I think most people know who we talk about. Let's not name drop anyone here, but
who name dropped anyone? Nobody's name dropping. I mean, the chats are not visible for anybody but us. Don't worry.
But somebody else asked me in the chats if this is bubble tea. Yes, it is. Yeah, I know. People have different strategies, obviously. I've always filmed very obviously, people were seeing, okay, I'm vlogging, I'm being there, I'm trying on bags, I'm filming. I did never really hide it. I don't disappear in the changing rooms and try on things for like 2 hours, like other people. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm gonna lie low for a little bit. I'm gonna let the dust settle, how people like to say it, and see if I get anything or not, and then we can see where we go from there, basically.
As a person who has also had experience working in luxury boutiques, also on several sides, including being a store manager myself for a while, I can tell you this. If a customer would behave like Romina did, filming, and then I would have waited, because I would have asked that. This is how I would, like, no tea, no shade, like, in all honest truth, this is how I would have handled the situation. I would have called the sales associate into the room. Now we're talking real talk, you guys. You didn't come here for some sugarcoating, okay? Real talk. I would have said, hey, to the sales associate, is the chick outside? Is she going to buy the bag? Is she going to buy it? And then he would be like, I think she is, because she's been like asking for it and I reserved it extra for her. I'm like, okay, well, make sure that you sell the bag. Why? Just sell the bag. Then be very nice, be very polite, and then he sells the bag. Now we're at the cash register. You paid the bag, you get your bag. Then I would come out and be like, hey, Romina, I'm the store manager. Thank you so much for buying the bag. I wish you a lot of fun with it. By the way, I know that you are a YouTuber, and I've seen your videos. They're lovely, but please just stop filming here, because head office does not like it, and we get constantly in trouble when they keep seeing videos posted of people filming inside this boutique. I would let you film, but I can't, because people above me don't like it. But thank you so much for your business. I think you're a super valued customer, and I love all the great stuff that you put out there on YouTube. It's just that my hands are tied. I have no voice in this. I just have to execute orders. This is how I would have done it.
Yeah, and that's the only way to do it, the only right way. Somebody's just asking if there are signs in the boutique. No. So I think I mentioned that in my video as well. Like if you enter, no matter what Chanel boutique, if it's a concession store in Harrods, Selfridges, or a standalone boutique, there are no signs anywhere that prohibit you from filming or taking pictures. The only signs that are up in Chanel boutiques is they basically tell you that CCTV is in operation, you know, for security purposes. So that's it. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's interesting to see from now on what happens to other well-known luxury vloggers all around the world, you know, if they're going to encounter similar situations. And maybe I was just the first unlucky one.
And also, guys, just for the look how beautiful the ladies are, Jessie and Romina. By the way, I mean, you both look fabulous. And big, big, big applause also to Jessie, who committed to take part in this panel discussion. Because, I mean, she's in Australia, you guys. She had to wake up at literally at the crack of dawn. She's actually still supposed to be sleeping. She really did something great for us, just for the love of us. She woke up literally at the crack of dawn, I think at like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. to be with us in this live panel. So round of applause. And
like, my pleasure.
No, the pleasure is all mine. And you both look stunning. I'm so happy to have you both on the panel. Listen, I also want to talk about the situation with the reselling at Chanel. Now we're going to get to, because Romina, you and I were also talking, and also Jessie, remember we were all talking about this just a couple of days ago. Some of these sales associates, they behave this way of like, oh my God, you're filming in this, but you know, what I would have told that store manager, if I were you, Romina, but obviously you're much more kind than I am. I have a hell of a temper. When it comes to this, like, you shit on me, I'm gonna diarrhea back on you, because that's the way it is. That's just bottom line. We're keeping.
That's why we would be the perfect duo, you know.
Yeah. No, but I would have told the store manager. I was like, "Oh, really? You're kicking me out now? You don't let me film? So you're gonna report me to head office? Interesting. Okay. Well, then let me tell you something, Missy. I'm gonna report you to head office because I know for a fact that your sales associates sell to resellers, and maybe they take a little cut on the side. Would you like me to report that to head office? Because I've heard news of your sales associates selling to their best buddies on the side, and the best buddies then resell the bags for double. And I wonder, do your sales associates then get a little cut underneath the table from their buddies selling the bags, while good customers that are here all the time don't get even a chance at purchasing the special bags they want? Would you like me to communicate that to head office, Miss Store Manager? Should I? Yes? Okay. What's your name, honey? Tell me your full name. You don't want to tell me your name? That's okay. I'll find out, because obviously, you know, they have to state their name if they're working there. So there's ways and ways. Like, she bullied you. That's the bottom line. She bullied you, and that is absolutely not an elegant way to deal in a luxury, in any boutique, really, in any place of business, with a potential customer. So you make it very clear to her, oh, listen, you want to go all ratchet ghetto on me? Two can play at that game. So zip it, apologize for your behavior, and then maybe I'll consider buying the bag. Now, I know that they make huge turnovers and profits. It's not like they need to sell 122 bag because they need the money. I mean, they love money. Chanel loves money. But it's not like that thing is not going to make it or break it for them, that one sale. Let's be very clear about that. Fine, that's okay. But still, every sale should be important. Chanel also sells nail polish or lipstick for 20, 30 pounds. And that's also, selling one lipstick means nothing to them. But they want to keep selling their lipsticks to as many people as possible. Now, if they're going to attack a YouTuber like you, who has a huge reach, who has a huge audience, if they're going to attack a person like you, what the hell are they thinking? They think that there's not going to be any repercussions for their behavior? Are they crazy?
You have to think about, like, maybe I only buy so and so many bags of Chanel, so they really don't care about the individual. I mean, we know that that's not the thing, but like, you wouldn't believe the thousands of messages I've gotten since I started YouTube of people saying, Romina, because of you I bought this bag. Romina, because of you I know boutique X had that bag available, boutique Y had that bag available, and I went and I bought it, you know. And that's what they don't see, I think.
And also what they lack to realize is, and we've seen it, we see all the photos that people post from Chanel fashion shows, resellers who are invited to Chanel fashion shows by the Chanel boutiques, take pictures at the Chanel. They're sitting front row Senna at the fashion show. Chanel is inviting the resellers. I mean, you guys, let's not beat around the bush about this. What's Chanel's end game here? Seriously, I think they're just chopping their own legs off by behaving this way.
A lot of people actually said that in my comments as well, and I think it's true. I mean, the constant price increases, the quality is going down. This kind of behavior, it's not classy. You know, it's just the entire opposite of luxury.
There's been a lot of conversations about people asking you, are you still going to shop for Chanel items after this?
Yes, and I've actually seen, just when I was waiting to come on here onto the live stream, that Barbara, hi Barbara, in case you're still there, that you said you are very disappointed and you don't want to shop anymore. And I just want to tell you guys, like, don't be discouraged. I don't want, just because of my bad experience with one person, I don't want to basically discourage anybody from buying Chanel bags. I mean, we're all luxury handbag addicts here, right? So I'm gonna keep buying Chanel bags at some point if I really want something. I mean, maybe it's pre-loved, maybe it's new, I don't know. But it is one person that really, like, you know, did something she shouldn't have done. It has nothing to do with, do we love the design of bags or not? I think obviously the marketing team that they currently have, they're going down a route that's not very sustainable in the age of social media. But, you know, maybe they're going to change one day once they realize in what century we actually live in.
What about you, Jessie? Would you still purchase Chanel, or do you have other reasons to not buy them anymore?
Oh, well, for me, I find it's a bit expensive now of everything. I don't know, but I would still, of course, I love Chanel. I think with this particular experience, it was just got to do with the store manager, and, you know, I wouldn't say it had anything to do with, the brand is so big. So, you know, you're going to get a different experience at every store, and that's like with any luxury brand. So, I mean, I don't think it would discourage me from liking the style of the brand. That's just something you've liked. So you can always buy Chanel, you know, pre-loved. You can buy it just from another store. You can buy it. It's everywhere. So, yeah, I wouldn't make that experience stop me from buying Chanel, but I would probably stop buying more Chanel just for the price increases. And as you said, the quality, and that, I mean, I think that's discouraged a lot of people, but I think if you like fashion, you'll probably always want to buy Chanel. So, yeah. But yeah, it's something to think about. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that particular store, the way that they handled it, it could have been done better. If that's
exactly. I think I wouldn't go back to that boutique and buy there. I think that's going to happen. But like I said, the first boutique we went to, Richard and I, that day, his SA is, wow, she was so lovely. I got her card immediately, you know, because I was like, wow, it's really hard to find such a nice person. So I would bring my business there, basically.
So you're planning on purchasing from the Chanel boutique again, but a different one, not Harrods.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I have my eye on one thing that's coming out in June. I'm not gonna let my love for Chanel be destroyed just because of one.
Yeah.
Person.
Can't let them win like that. You love Chanel, so of course, if you want the bag, you should still buy it. But yeah.
And who knows, you know, maybe she's going to leave Chanel in a couple of months and she has nothing to do with Chanel anymore. So why should any of us care? You know?
Yeah, they're just people who work in the store. Like, it doesn't really matter.
She's not
it's
designing.
Just unfortunate.
She's not making any decisions. It's,
You know, it seems like store managers are flipping like really quickly, like they're leaving and they're being fired and new ones are coming all the time. So who knows, you know, who knows what sort of shenanigans this person is used to and how quickly they're going to be flying out the dough now that people are raising some ruckus about the situation. Jessie, do you prefer, because I know for a certain period of time you were really, really loving and enjoying vintage Chanel bags, but then you kind of decided, no, let me sell them. I don't want them anymore. And then you told me something. You said, hey, you know what? I kind of want them new from the boutique.
I think there's something about like you being the first owner of the bag, and also just having something fresh is nice as well. You know, when you go to the boutique, you should get a fresh item when you go there. So I think also for me, like it's easier to find like a deal on the pre-love market or something. Like that's just something I could do when I'm half asleep. But to go into the store and like, you know, save up pay the full price for something as well. I mean, it really shows that you're committed to that purchase, and I think it does like make you feel differently about that bag as well. So that's why I like, for me, like if there's something small that I love at Chanel, I think I will still buy it from the boutique, because it's, you know, you feel like you're the first owner and it just has a different meaning. But I love pre-loved because you can get, you know, things from, the early 2000s and the 90s, but I feel like the quality is honestly just better, and there is a little bit more of a nostalgic feel to those pieces. So that's why I go through phases of falling in love with, you know, pre-loved goods, and then, you know, but I still love shopping in real life too, because I love shopping from this era as well. And, you know, it's just a moment in time. So, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's good to buy less and just buy exactly what you want from the boutique instead of, you know, buying lots of things. Yeah.
And have you ever encountered a store manager in a luxury boutique where you worked at that would attack their customers like the store manager attacked Romina?
No, not really, to be honest, because like where I've worked in the past, it's always the customer is the priority, and like, you know, you need to have a good review, you need to not upset anyone, and it's like you're really like, you know, even the sales associate's mental health is not a concern, even if the customer is being unreasonable. Like it's the customer is always right in many stores I've worked at. I mean, there are some stores who do care a little bit more about their workers' mental health, and you know, they'll help them through some difficult situations, and because, like, you know, we're all human. But I think in a brand like Chanel, they're very, you know, they want to have the customer happy, so they buy the bag or whatever. But it's just a bit bizarre the way that they handled that situation. It's not really something that I would expect. Yeah, so maybe that particular manager was having a difficult day and she just cracked it and just like gave you this threat. I'm not sure. Like, it just doesn't really add up. I just feel like maybe she just personally is annoyed by people filming, and she just like couldn't take it and just said some crazy head office, you know, threat. So yeah, it's just
somebody said that she's a relatively newly hired there in that position. So I'm thinking maybe, Romina, listen, conspiracy theory. Maybe she was, because she knows you, she says, I know who you are. Maybe she's one of the people that like hate watched you in the past. Maybe she's one of those like trolls that commented something nasty and then like you just blocked her and you just completely ignored her. And now she's like, oh my God, now I'm working at Chanel and she's in my store. Oh, I'm gonna let her have it. Maybe she thought, you know what I mean? Because like, it's such a bizarre thing for a store manager to come out and be like, I know who you are.
It is. It's like a personal thing. Like, I mean, the way she addressed me, she didn't say Romina Rose May or Miss May or whatever. She said like Romina, as if she knows me. Like, Romina, I know who you are. And I'm great.
Yeah, she's talking to you like you're a little kid, and she's like a teacher or something. Like, it's just a weird, like, condescending tone. Like, it's fine if she didn't want you to film. You just have to tell. Just be honest. You don't do this like, I know who you are. Like, what the
I know who you are. You should have told her, oh, would you like an autograph, dear?
Yeah.
Do you want a picture?
Oh, you want a selfie, darling? Listen, I don't do selfies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can you subscribe to my channel then? Like and subscribe. Like, come on.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody just said in the chats that I should go back and pull like a Pretty Woman moment at them, which would be really fun. It would be amazing if all of us could do that together, guys. Once we all have like our Chanel 22 bag, we're gonna go back there and say hi.
Well, speaking of 22
No,
bags,
Romina,
somebody just asked you, Jessie. Somebody asked you, are you gonna get the 22 bag, Jessie? Wait, who asked? Oh, the chats are running too fast.
Yeah, well, we were told, like, because I do see it as like a good traveling bag, because like I love my Gabrielle backpack, and that is one of the bags I did buy from the boutique, and it holds good memories. So I feel like, you know, the style of bag, it's very like, you know, girl on the go, like going on a holiday and just having fun, and I kind of want to experience that again. So I see it as like a cute traveling bag, and I like the purple and the pink. I like the black too, but I'll probably get it in a color. So I am entertaining the thought, but I just don't like the price. I don't know if it's worth 8,000. Maybe if it was like 5,000.
Yeah. No, Jessie's speaking in Australian dollars, by the way, you guys. 8,000 Australian.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's worth it that much to me. I like it, but
yeah, I think they went over by and I said this in my review. I think the 22 bag is by $1,000.
Yeah, we all
expensive.
said, like, let's just forget about the pouch, you know? We don't want the pouch, and like drop the £1,000 and we take it home.
Yeah, keep the pouch, Chanel, with your crooked double C's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, right? Because that pouch, you saw one pouch with a crooked C.
Yes, it was horrible. It was the pink one, the only pink one they had. Like literally, the CC was so crooked that the one of the CCs was so pointing down. It was a joke. And then I've shown it to the SA, and I was like, yeah, but like this is really bad, right? And he was like, I can't see anything, like a robot. I don't know what you mean. And the CC was like this.
It's like they're educated to lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a hole in this bag. He's like putting his finger through the hole. No, there is no hole in this bag.
Yeah, really funny as well. Somebody said, oh, Dacob, you do it so well, the Anna Delvey voice. Somebody said, I should have just said, I don't have time for you. I don't have...
Anna Delvey voice? Yeah. With the crop at Chanel, at the store manager. So the store manager attacks Romina, and then Romina is Anna Delvey. Actually, you have the German accent, so you are kind of Anna Delvey-esque. And you can be like, you're the store manager? You look poor. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for you.
Oh my God, it's so good. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody said as well, like maybe they've seen my video that we did on the missing stone, you know, the bad quality, the scratched up bag in the boutique. So maybe they had like a personal thing going.
Yeah. Maybe they've watched a few shady videos, and now she just like went all, nah, get out of here.
Well, wait till Miss Thing watches Romina's 2 videos on the situation and our video now. Till Miss Thing sees 3 videos talking about her store manager at the Harrods Chanel boutique. Currently store manager, only currently, sweetie darling. So so maybe the person got in trouble for trying to sell the ratchet bag to you.
Yeah.
And then there was a vendetta. Remember that situation a couple of months ago when you were like, oh my God, before the price increase, you were like, hey, you guys, there's this like double flap and it's completely scratched up. And then they were all like, how dare you? Remember?
I know. That was a big thing as well.
Yeah.
Maybe she watched that video and she's like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's, I mean, maybe there's a puzzle piece missing, you know, that we cannot, that's why we can't put it together, how somebody could react like that. But yeah, it is what it is, you know.
Richard says when he saw that the sales associate told you that they didn't think that the double C was crooked, Richard says that's when he knew the sales associate was awful.
Ah, okay. Yeah, true. I mean, it was a blatant lie. I've never seen anything more crooked.
Wow. Corey Emerson says, like I said, I have reason to believe she won't be there after this week, meaning the store manager. Not you, the store manager.
Yeah, we see.
That's insane. Well, anything else you would like to add, dear affluent ladies? Oh, hold on. The Reality Ragamuffin podcast says, Jessie, you're a queen.
Yes.
Jessie.
Thank you.
Oh, so sweet. The chats are really beautiful. People are sending a lot of love. No, Leanne, that was not Harrods with the scratched bag. The scratched bag was in another boutique, right?
Yeah, that was the Bond Street flagship store.
And also, I wanted to touch base quickly also on some of the comments that you received, Romina, under the video. First of all, that one person that addressed, tried to throw some shade, and then you posted that comment in your video saying, like, Romina, ask Dacob about what he thinks about filming in stores because he has a strong opinion about that. Oh, boo-boo, you want us to fight a little for you on camera? You wish. So anyway, next comment. Do you want me to read the one that...
Definitely. But first, guys, I want to say I received like 99.9% positive comments only. I think that video has almost 700 comments by now. It's only online for a day. It's absolutely incredible. And like, it was so much love and so much support. And I think we have such a wonderful community here. Like, honestly, I couldn't be more happy. So, you know, the little hate comment here and there is really not important at all.
No, it's not important at all. But you know what? We keeping it mighty real here. Yes, I was also scavenging through all of Romina's comments underneath Romina's video. I was reading through them, and really more than 99.9% was all in support of what happened to Romina. Not of what happened to her, but of Romina in that instance. Because obviously what happened to her is not to be supported. What happened to her was bad. So that was really great. There was a lot of love, and the video is like, for like luxury YouTube standards, it's going viral. I mean, it's amazing how many views it's getting. But still, from time to time, you get some haters. And so Romina sent me this comment, and I'm going to read it to you guys. I mean, it's a long-ass comment, but we're going to get to it. And Jessie, I don't know if you've read it as well, but I'm going to read it. So,
I'm ready.
Okay, so somebody commented underneath Romina's video. Oh, this is going to be juicy, you guys. We always wanted to sit all three of us together and read through our hate comments. Well, this is giving you a little taste of how that could look like if we really made a whole video just about haters writing to us. And then we read each other's hater comments. So let us know in the comment section down below if you want us to make a video like that in the future. And if enough people want us to do it, we can sit down and make another panel discussion where we read each other's hate comments. Fun times.
I've got my hate comments folder, so I'll just whip some of them.
So I'm gonna read to you. Okay, so DAS writes, you got banned because you come to the same store every day and take pictures and you never buy anything. All in capital letters. If you were a serious customer, you would have access to the bags kept in the manager's room. Because the managers have bags in their room. This is turning out to be one of those scenarios, casting couch. #MeToo movement, you know, come into the manager's room. I got a bag for you in the back. So apparently this person has a fetish with store managers' back rooms, but okay. They don't need broke ass people in there taking up space and also potentially acting as resellers or personal shoppers. Oh, honey, if you only knew. The reason they treat other YouTubers better. Oh, okay, Miss Thing. Did you write us a list of who they treat better? Come on, we're waiting to hear your list. Is because... Oh, well, hold on. The reason they treat other YouTubers better is because, written twice, they spend a lot of money. You waste their time. When I go to Chanel, they take me to a private room. Oh boy, here we go with the sex dungeon again. And bring... This one is really hitting. This one is writing 50 Shades of Chanel in a comment, you guys. Get the crops out. 50 Shades of Chanel. When I go to Chanel, they take me to a private room. And bring out all the bags from the manager's back office. Not behind the counter. The ones behind the counter are for the normies and the pros. Did Anna Delvey write this comment? I bet you thought they only have what they show you, right? Like, this is like a gotcha moment. Like, this person is like...
He knows it. He knows it.
Yeah, right? The desirable bags are kept for worthy people. Not ugly poors with bad teeth and shitty jobs. Honey. Oh, honey, listen. If your brain was half as pretty as Romina's teeth, you wouldn't be writing shit like this. So, and let me snap as many photos as I want. Of course, I end up purchasing something each time because they're implying they got the money. If you want to be treated better and given access to certain things, you need to spend some money. And by certain things, I guess we're implying the back room treatment in the dungeon. Luxury used to be inaccessible to lower class people. Oh, we got ourselves a classicist here. Yeah. I wonder if a certain someone from a certain country wrote this comment. I'm not even going to say the country at this point because you know what I'm. You know. If you know, you know. So class of people, and I am glad Chanel is trying to maintain that of just selling to high class people. It's bad enough I have to see lower and middle class slobs in the boutique with me. Bravo, bravo, Chanel. Send these, in quotation marks, people, send these people where they belong, to Walmart. End scene. So
that is the class we're dealing with.
This is the class we're dealing with. Romina, do you have any comments to your wonderful hate watcher?
No, I just love it. You know, that gives me content for my hate videos.
Yeah, it gives a lot of content, right?
I know. It's amazing.
We got Anna Delvey in the chat says, Chanel, I'm wiring the money as we speak. These ladies are so sweet. Sending much love, says Hella Barbara Rank. Kimberly says Chanel takes low-class money too. They are egalitarian. They do anything for money.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, some people have problems that we can't even comprehend, but hey, that's what makes our days, right, guys? Like whenever we text in our chats, like, who got the best hate comment today?
It's insane. Yeah, we do have the best hate we send each other the hate comments. They are hilarious. This doesn't mean that you should try to outwit us and send us even more, because we're getting bored with them. Like, it's hard to tickle us. You know, at a certain point you become numb to the hate comments because they're all like, oh, it's always the same thing. Oh, you look poor. Oh, your teeth. Oh, your hair. In one video, I scratched my hair while I was talking. They're like, oh my God, you're so ghetto. You scratched your hair.
Yeah, I hear comments a lot too. I'm like,
what's your favorite one?
Oh, someone said that I looked like, it was really specific. Like, you look like an old Russian lady. I'm like, why? And she's like, your eye makeup today is so... Like, you need to fix that. Or at the start of my channel, my makeup was like the wrong color. I got emails, people being like, Jess, you need to change your makeup. I'm like, oh, okay. Really, like, they get annoyed by my face. So I don't know, guys. Like, it's intense, but it's ridiculous.
As if there was anything wrong with looking like a Russian lady. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, oh, okay. She's like, you look like an old Russian lady. I'm like, okay. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes my makeup isn't perfect, but we're all human, guys. I think that's why YouTube is so good, because you can see us looking weird. Like right now, I'm pretty tired right now, guys, but we come onto YouTube and we like to talk to you guys and keep it real. I think that's good. I like it when YouTubers just, be themselves. And if their makeup is not perfect, then that's your problem if you hate it. Like, maybe close your eyes. I don't know.
The requests that we get as well are so unbelievable. Sometimes when you really think about it, like you have to wear a different dress every video, you have to wear different sunglasses every video, you have to wear different shoes every video. And they're like, you have to buy a bag at least every week. And I'm like, do you want me to buy 52 bags a year?
Well, just say here, I'm sending you my PayPal info. So send me the money, boo boo, and I'll buy the bag.
I have the money.
Yeah, send the money, boo boo, and I'll keep them coming. You keep sending the money, and I'll keep those bags rolling.
I think people don't realize that we're just normal people, like just making YouTube. And I think a lot of people are just used to seeing perfect people who are just buying a whole lot of stuff on the internet, and that's like what internet people do. But it's not, guys. Like, this is like you.
Yeah, we need to take care of our world as well. And we should, think about sustainability and not overconsume. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous. You have to be mindful with what you buy. And a lot of people are forgetting that. I think if they don't get an unboxing every week, they're like, oh my God, it's so boring.
I mean, there are people who just like unboxings, but then again, I say to myself, well, there's enough YouTube channels out there that do luxury unboxings if you're into that. Like, there's enough channels out there for you to have every day a new unboxing to watch. You don't have to see a new unboxing from the same YouTuber over and over again. I mean, you can just like hop. That's a good thing. And this is also, I always say, it's always so great to share each other's not contact information, contact meaning YouTube channels, I also this gatekeeping of, I don't want to, listen, I don't want to share your video in my community tab because I want my video to get more views than you. And all that sort of stuff, girl, like if these people knew, like there's enough people to watch everybody, seriously.
Yeah. It's funny. I think we should all support each other, and not a lot of people get that, unfortunately.
No, and I think the insecure people are the ones that don't understand that. I think the people that really see anybody else as a threat because they think, oh, you're better than they are. But I'm like, well, but that's your inferiority complex. That's not my fault that you think that. I would never think that. I would never think that you're lesser than anybody else. It's all you. It's in your head. You think you're lesser than somebody else, so you start being mean and nasty, and you start doing the little like, oh, I'm not going to share this about you, I'm not going to help you there, I'm going to kind of block your I'm like, well, that just shows how insecure you are, and I don't want to have anything to do with people like that. So I mean, at a certain point in time, what?
Together we're stronger.
Oh, absolutely together we're strong. Oh my God, Jessie, it's a completely daytime by now behind you. You started off at night, and now it's like, oh yes, queen. So what is everybody doing today? So Jessie, what you doing? You going out?
Oh, well, I'll probably have to go to work like in a few hours, so I'll probably do that, and just working, I would love to make a YouTube video at some point today, but yeah, we'll see.
And you, Romina?
I just finished up filming a very funny unboxing, and Jessie knows what I'm talking about. It's gonna be a collab video that we're gonna do.
Oh yes,
my part. So stay tuned for that.
Jessie and Romina are doing a collab video. Here, you heard it here first, you guys. It's a scoop. Are we allowed to say the brand? No.
No. Don't say anything yet.
No. Okay.
You guys will love it. So I'm so excited to get my stuff too. So.
Yeah, Romina and Jessie are going to do a collab video, you guys, and I know what it is, and I can tell you already now it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's really going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be that lighthearted, don't take yourself too seriously, but enjoy the beautiful things in life type of video. It's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. You're going to post it like maybe next week, right?
Depending on when Jessie gets her.
Yeah. Well, yours came so fast.
Oh, I'm so excited. I want to see it now.
Within a day. It was crazy. I mean, today is Saturday, right? I was like, whoa, okay, the delivery guy is already here.
Oh my God, so exciting. Jesus in the comments writes, 2 girls, 1 unboxing. Oh my God, you know the video, 2 girls, 1 cup? Yeah, there goes the cup. Hold on, let me get my glass too. Not about 3 girls, 1 glass.
I'm here.
Oh my god. Listen, so, and now let's like wrap it up nicely with a bow and ask like one last question. What is your obsession bag at the moment? Now, mind you, it can be one that you just got or maybe at the top of your wish list.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
Let's do both.
Oh, am I going first?
Yeah.
Go first, Jessie.
Okay. Mine is quite boring. I'm always obsessed with a bag I don't have. So, I really like the Hermes Mini Ruly. It's like a very simple looking boxy bag. And
Hold on, let me Google it and show it to the people.
Yeah. I'm just obsessed with this bag at the moment. I'm trying to just find one, but they're so expensive, so. But that's my current, like, I'm obsessed with a bag every, like, 2 days.
Of course, I Google it, and the first Mini Ruly picture that pops up is purse on fleek. With
I did watch your video on that. It's very helpful.
Oh my god, you guys, I can't. This is too funny. She's like, I got my Mini Ruly.
Not many people have done reviews on it, so that's why I would love to get one and do my own unboxing.
Hold on, you guys. I'm going to save a picture.
Secrets of my channel now.
I'm going to show you guys. This is.
Yeah. I know it's a bit boring, guys, but I just think it's really cute. And I would love it to get it in Evercolor leather because it's like quite a nice thick. Yeah, it's just like a simple, easy crossbody, and you can also make it a shoulder bag. I don't know if I'd get red. They've got like really nice dark brown colors, dark purples. Like I've seen even like light pinks. So yeah, that's my bag obsession.
But you don't have one, and the one you have that is like your favorite at the moment.
My current fave is my new red Kelly 28. It's vintage, so it's from 1991. But I've just been so obsessed with that bag. I've been wearing it so much
with gold hardware. With
gold hardware, and it's in Courchevel leather, which is like similar to Epsom. And it's in my birth year, so I'm turning 31, so it's from 1991. So I thought it was pretty cool. That's my birth year, and yeah, I don't know. It's just such like I feel like the quality, guys, is really nice, and I just really impressed that it stood up so well over many years. So I'm in awe of it that it's like looks so great for its age. I don't know. I think that's so cool. Do
you have it with you now, or is it in the other room?
Oh, I can grab it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go grab it, guys. I'll be back.
Oh, amazing. I can't wait to see it on camera. And while Jessie's grabbing her Kelly, Romina, let me Google which one do you want me to find for you?
No. I can't reveal that yet because I think you and Jessie, you guys know what I'm talking about. But guys.
Yes. Okay, well then tell us which one you're obsessed with that you have.
That I have. Oh, yeah. You can't pick favorites. They're all our children. So, which one do I love the most at the moment? No, I can't. That's too difficult, guys. I just love my Chanel backpack, the Gabrielle backpack so much. I mean, I always say it, that's the bag I just grab the most. And it has ruthenium hardware. And you guys know I only like gold hardware, but I love that bag so much because it's so practical.
But it's so interesting, Romina, because also Jessie loves her Gabrielle backpack.
Yeah, we both have it. We both love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jessie, your bag.
Yes.
I've got my bag here, guys.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, so
absolutely beautiful.
That red though. Oof.
Yeah, so the color is called Rouge Vif. And I got a little vintage heart lock on it as well, which I really like. And this really is really cute. I like dressing it up. It's like getting a Barbie doll and dressing it up. I'm just obsessed with it. So.
And you guys, you know I'm not a big fan of Hermes bags, but a good Kelly is a good Kelly, and this is a good because this red and gold is really delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, And I mean, you guys know, maybe I'm just going to reveal a tiny little bit of my big plan for, let's say, the end of the year. You guys know I want an MS bag as well. I mean, I think by now everybody knows that. But guys, I have found something. I was always a collector. I've always collected stuff, even in my childhood. I found something, guys, from my childhood that I collected when I was like 6 or 7 years old that is worth so much. So I want to sell that stuff, make a video about it, and buy one very specific bag from that. And I think it's going to be a big boom reveal. You guys
Whoa, another scoop in the fashion bunker. Romina is going to sell her childhood dream for her adult dream to buy. I see the headlines. Romina selling childhood dream to purchase adult dream. Living for it.
But yeah, I was really shocked when I found out what I own and how much it's worth by now.
Oh, so wait, but so you got it appraised?
Yeah.
You didn't tell us. Oh my God, that's amazing. Well, when did you get it appraised? This week?
I got it back this morning, so.
Oh!
Is it enough to get the dream thing?
It's enough to get the dream thing.
Holy moly. Okay, this is news to...
So, but exciting.
Well, is there a buyer? Is there a potential buyer?
We have to see, like, from now on how it's going to go. But it's going to take a while. But I hope my goal is by the end of the year to have, like, the biggest unboxing I could have ever thought of.
Well, you guys, that's something to look forward to.
I'm excited.
And also, the end of the year is pretty quickly here because it's literally May. So there's only like 7 months to go, and then it's the end of the year.
True. So I need to really hurry.
Wow. Okay, well then, if you don't want to choose your favorite bag, which bag did you wear today?
The backpack, like I said, like Jessie and I, both of us, we love it so much.
So you wore the Gabrielle today?
Yes, yeah.
And you have the same color, both of you?
Yes, the classic black aged calfskin.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sisters.
I feel like aged calfskin looks best in dark colors, like black. I don't know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Aged calfskin? No, that was de-stressed calfskin, I think. No, it's like the 255 calfskin.
Yeah. It's like a crumpled calfskin. And then it's smooth, obviously.
Yeah, the bottom is smooth and then the rest is like the 255.
Yeah.
I like both. I like ruthenium hardware, but I also love, I love the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, at the moment, my biggest fun, like the bag I touch the most. Yeah, I'm a very tactile person. This sounded really weird, I know, but like it's the 255 O case at the moment because it's like my pillow. I have it here. I keep squishing it. I keep this little beauty. It's so simple now. I've been filming my entire Chanel bag collection. It's going to take a while for me to film all of the bags and put it all together and then show you this huge... I started already a couple of weeks ago filming the entire collection.
I see that, Dacob.
And this is going to be one of them. And oh my God, the huggability of this pouch. I mean, I call it a bag. I can't tell you how much it's like hugging a pillow, literally. So I'm obsessed with the tactileness of it. So, but shape-wise, I'm the most obsessed with my tiny little heart necklace Chanel bag.
Oh, that one is so cute.
Because I mean, it's like it doesn't really hold anything but broken dreams, honey. It can only fit broken dreams. You can stuff it with a bunch of broken dreams. You hang it around your neck, and you tell everybody, "Look, my broken heart."
I love that little heart too. It's so cute.
Did you ask if they have them in your boutiques over there in Australia?
Well, yeah, my friend she showed me they had the big pink heart available, but I really just preferred in the mini sizes myself. So I don't think they didn't have any of the necklaces. So
yeah, but would you like it as a wallet on chain?
Maybe. I think it's really cute, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I'm on an Hermes kick, so I feel like I can't be bothered spending that much money on like a little wallet on chain. The mini necklace, yes, because as you can wear it like as itself and then with your bag, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's like an accessory. Maybe I'd invest in an accessory, but not like another bag. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What about you, Romina? I know you don't like the big heart bag.
I don't. I think yours is cute. It's okay. It's if it makes you happy.
It's so little. Oh, you don't like even the little one. I thought you kind of were okay with the necklace.
It is okay. It is okay. It's definitely the best option. But I don't know what it is. I do not see a heart. That's the issue.
Yeah.
I just see those brains from the Mars Attack aliens. It's just it's a round, fat kind of heart. That's it's weird.
I know what you mean. I think they made it as round as possible to make more stuff fit into it.
Yeah.
But by doing so, they sacrificed the heart shape.
Yeah.
I get
I
it.
was watching HRH collection yesterday, and she would talk
Oh,
about
careful what you
bag.
say.
She said it looks like a toilet bowl.
Oh yeah, it does look like a toilet bowl, but I love toilet bowls, so I'm fine with that.
So
Sold.
Kind of funny.
Sold. Give me two. Toilet bowl. Now we're talking.
I mean, I know so many people who love their bags, and as long as it makes you happy and you have butterflies from it, that's the most important thing, obviously. We can't always have the same taste, then the world would be boring.
Sharon Cole says, I love you three. You should do this more often, like every 6 months. Was that shade?
That's a bit shade, right?
Was that shady? Like, oh, I love this so much. Like, don't ever do it again, you guys.
Sharon is such a big supporter. I think she meant it in a nice way.
No, Sharon is amazing. I love Sharon to bits. Sharon is a wonderful, wonderful lady. And of course, she meant it in the best of ways, but it's always fun to poke at each other a little bit. Just Yopping says, to Sharon Cole, I agree. The love plus the chemistry between these three. Yeah, we do love each other. That is true.
Yeah. Honestly,
the stream, everybody, says Kuroyoru. Sunset and Moonlight says Jessie's cardigan looks amazing. Can we have a closer look?
Okay. Actually, I didn't realize. I'm like, this is very Chanel, but it's actually from Love Shack Fancy. So it's like got all these oh my gosh, guys, I'm like a bit slumpy right now, but I'll just try and show you guys. It's a long cardigan, but it has some really cool details here, some flowers, and
it's super cute.
Like details here.
Really nice. Yeah. I love
you guys. We're gonna post all the affiliate links to all the things we're wearing in the description box down below.
I've never.
I know, guys. I don't actually do affiliate links. Like I'm really lazy, but I do get people saying, "Where was the pants from?" And I'm like, I don't know. I got them on eBay or something. I'm really bad at that stuff.
The only affiliate links I've done thus far is Amazon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I can't be bothered with that step of YouTube. But maybe maybe I should start doing that.
Yeah. Maybe I should start doing it too, Jessie. We both need to do that. But I've never done it.
I'm very lazy.
Julie Scott says, enjoying seeing three of my favorite YouTubers together. Oh, Julie Scott, thank you. Orsi is drooling over your cardigan. And Anna Delvey says, you three are VIPs. And the bags are being wired as we speak. Autumn Dawn. Hi, Autumn Dawn says, I watch all three of y'all. And this is a dream come true. Oh, thank you so much, Autumn Dawn.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when I started YouTube, I would have never thought that I find such good friends here.
Yeah, for me, it was also a dream come true, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go so crying. We don't get emotional.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I maybe have an afternoon nap.
No, but it's so true because, like, I gotta say also the lockdown situation, for lack of a better word, the candy cane, it also brought us all together. I know for my channel, I know Romina started her channel in the midst of the whole situation. Jessie did as well because she wasn't sure, like, what am I going to do with jobs and stuff? And I already had my Oompa Loompa channel since forever. And I've been like kind of like a fish out of water on and off.
You're the OG.
And then OG-ish. And then at a certain point, like it just clicked, you guys. We just met each other and we started talking, and
No
we
friends.
we discovered each other, and it was really, really beautiful. And it's been like a long time that we're already like talk every day.
Yeah, because we always go through like crap times in our lives, like our YouTube stress, or like, you know, just things like bad comments we get, and just having each other like support each other. We always get through it. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, you don't want to know. I mean, our chats sometimes it's ridiculous. It's like, I don't know. We're all mopey. We're all mopey. I start a conversation like, "Oh my God, you guys, the video just flopped. It's 10 out of 10. I don't know." And then Romina comes like, "You guys know, mine just."
I think if a psychologist would read through our chat, they would think we're depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would say we're depressed. Wait, hold on. Like, Sharon says, "We love you together, but I know you all get busy. That's why I said every 6 months. You know I love you guys." Of course we know, Sharon. Thank you so much. I was just teasing you a little bit. It was a loving tease.
Yeah.
Sorry interrupting you. Say, Romina.
Yeah, I mean, like, but I mean, we're just helping each other through everything, right? That's the amazing thing. Like, no matter if it's like stuff that happens in our personal life, you know, and I know I can come to you guys, or if it's just we want to mope around and be sad because the YouTube algorithm again is not working properly.
It was hilarious, and also good stuff. We're not just depressed in the chat.
Yeah.
Like, for example, yesterday. So the past 2 days we were planning this panel discussion, and we have our little group chat, and like I'm like trying to like, okay, so we could do this, we could formulate like that, and then Jessie's like, "Oh my God, you guys, this collection just dropped." I can't say what collection, obviously, because it's. And then like I'm like, okay, yes, that's also interesting. And then we have these parallel conversations going on. She's like, "Should I buy that? Should I order this?" And I'm like, the panel discussion.
I'm always like, "Guys, I need to buy this."
About Dacob, right, Jessie? We were just like completely ignoring him. We're just like, "Jessie, should I get this bag? Or are you getting that bag? Should I get that bag? Do I get these shoes as well that go with the bag?" Can we please talk about tomorrow, the live stream?
I'm like, "You guys, the live stream is tomorrow. We gotta get the shit on the road."
Yeah. Like, should I buy this scarf though?
And then Jessie's like, "It's all selling out. The FOMO is real."
It was the best yesterday. But hey, Jessie and me both got bags in the end, so it's fine.
Yeah, they all got what they wanted. The Jessie's bought something. She's like, "I got the pink in my cart, but then I went for black. Why? Why did I go for black?"
And
But it's okay, because now the black is sold out.
I love getting the hot item.
Yeah, I know. I also get the FOMO, you guys. It's terrible. The FOMO gets us every single time. Every single time. At one point in the chats, you were like, so this thing that they're buying, we can't talk about it yet because they're going to launch a special video just for that, both Romina and Jessie. Jessie, because Romina said, "It's online, Jessie, buy it now." But Jessie was asleep or at a party or something, or working, I don't know. And then she came back, she saw the message, and then she misspelled everything. She's like, "Oh my God,
I was like so shook. I was like, you know when you like know something is like launching or you have to do something? I was just like, oh.
I know. I mistype. Whenever I get excited, I start mistyping everything. Like, spell check, it left the building. Yeah. Totally.
I'm very OCD. I check everything all the time.
But that's good. Thank God that you do, because if it wasn't for you, we would be like completely all over the place, like you know. Oh, the Reality Ragamuffin podcast is asking, "New Dior is so ugly. What do you guys think?"
Oh, I have to check it out actually. I mean, I've seen Dior like in the shops, but I haven't actually looked at the new collection or anything. So I have to research that. Thank you.
I mean, if you're referring to the Dior with all of the little light tubes and like space stuff, I'm not a fan of that either. Oh. If that's what you're referring to. Amelia Rose's Closet, how's it going, sweetie? Says, "Love when the bag excitement takes over. Yeah. It makes us giddy." It really does.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, that's what the addiction is.
Yeah, I mentioned your amazing comment earlier, so it's definitely in the video.
Which one?
what Amelia said to when the manager said, Romina, I know who you are.
Amelia came to the rescue.
Amelia came to the rescue.
Oh, Rati Hensiri says, can you make merchandise featuring you three? Oh, that would be cute. We should turn ourselves into manga characters.
Oh my god, yes.
I want to be a chubby creature that rolls around all the time and eats pizza. Julia Son says, you guys need to do collab videos. Y'all are so cute. Well, this is one of them.
Yeah. We're on it, guys.
We're on it. We're on it.
We have a plan. Should we say that as well? We have a plan.
We have a plan. But also, what he said, oh, Jack says you should be all like as superhero characters. Well, you guys, if there's anybody in the chats who's an artist, like a comic artist,
yes,
yeah, let us know if you have any ideas. We could do a collab or something. Wouldn't that be cute?
That would be amazing.
Amazing.
Kuroyoru says, please make more videos together. You are all so cute together. Oh, arigato. Thank you. So you should get one. They're so beautiful. I have two, says Talia. Two, blonde and chatty. Oh, Lady Dior. Oh, Romina has Lady Dior's. Romina can tell you a thing or two about Lady Dior's.
Yes, I have 4. I love mine. However, the one thing I don't like with them is that no matter if it's like a bag from like 20 years ago or one that you just buy now, basically in boutique, the Dior charms, actually, they scratch up so quickly. It's unbelievable. I had all the hardware of my bags replaced, and within a couple of weeks it scratches up again. So that's something to take into consideration. You can always get it replaced. It's like £50 to basically get the charms replaced again if you want to do it. So it's not a lot, but that really always bothers me a little bit with my Lady Dior's.
But is it because the letters all hang on top of each other?
Yes, exactly, because they scratch every move, every step you do, basically, it moves, it scratches. Yeah. So it's kind of, you can't really avoid it. But I love the look of them. I've got 2 large one, a medium one, a mini, I want a micro, so the Lady Dior saga is still going on.
The saga.
That would be so cute. What do you think of the long one, Romina? There's like an east-west one now.
It's horrible. I absolutely don't.
It's like, no, don't talk about the East-West one. No. He's like, Jessie, our friendship is over. How dare you mention the East-West Dior?
Yeah, forget the 22. The East-West one.
Oh my God. You see what I mean? We always go back to the 22 conversation, you guys, and still none of us has one.
Well, I love it so much. I think one will end up in my collection, a very specific one, but I'm not going to reveal anything yet.
I mean, okay, you know what I've been thinking? Oh, tell me, Romina, you wanted to read a chat.
Yeah, so somebody is saying, Julie, is there a big difference between the small and the medium size 22? It's not in terms of the size of the bag, but the look of the bag is a lot different. So the small 22 bag really looks like a square when you put it on your shoulder. I'm not a big fan of that look, to be honest. The medium one hangs nicer. It's a little bit more slouchy. It's a little bit more rectangular, like upwards rectangular. The medium looks better for me, but in terms of what the bags can hold, I think there's not a big difference.
What about the backpack? Do you guys like the backpack?
No.
I like it. But I like backpacks. It's quite big though, isn't it?
It's huge.
Yeah. So maybe it's a bit much. I don't know, but I think that's kind of cool too, because it is so huge. It'd be good for traveling maybe, but then maybe it's too heavy. I don't know. I'm still yet to try it on the 22. I mean, I think it's quite popular where I live, so it's pretty hard to come by. And Australia is always low on stock, so I mean, one of these days I'll try it on, but
call me Kreskin, but am I the only, why am I'm kind of, like the 22, I'm going more and more away from it. Honestly, it doesn't have that hold on me anymore as much.
Pull me with you, please? That's what our support chat is for. Because I'm like, why am I the brainwash one? I usually don't like casual bags. I usually don't like bags that have like a name of a brand written on it.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Celerant teddy bag? It really reminds me of that bag. And that came out like
I'ma Google it. I'ma Google it.
That one came out a few years ago, and it's similar concept, and it's really not that expensive. Well, for luxury, I think it was like under the 2,500 Australian mark. So I just feel like it's kind of similar. Yeah, Celerant teddy bag.
Yeah, got it. I'm just saving the two pictures because there's one with the chick wearing it, and then there's one with the... Okay, I'm going to show you how the bag looks.
Oh, yeah, it's very similar. Yeah.
This one came out a few years ago, and it actually went on sale. It wasn't even that popular. I just feel like it's very... it's not as good as the 22, but...
Well, the document quiz are missing, but that's all.
It's big.
It is, yeah. I think that one comes in a few sizes as well. And I think the backpack as well. So they did the similar thing.
But what I was thinking, you guys, this is what I was trying to say before, is like, I don't know why, but I really am obsessed with the heart. Not with the big one, the little one. And the wallet on chain, I don't know. I'm thinking.
I think you should get it because you've got the little one and you can wear them together. So that's why you need it.
Oh, shut up. No.
Be a look.
What, Romina?
It would be a look.
I mean, it would be a bit hardcore, I know, but like, I mean, look at me, always goth. I always have black Chanel. Everything is 255. And then like you put that tacky Barbie heart on top. It's kind of an interesting clash.
Yeah, but I'm someone who, like, if I buy one thing, I need to buy like the other thing that's like similar to it if they come together. So I think.
Tell me about it. I mean, you know, I bought all 4 sunglasses from this color, all 5 actually. You guys, I got the green ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Obsessed.
Obsessed. The pink ones are really like, the pink ones take the cake though. Check this out.
Oh, I love those. Oh, that's so cool.
With the dark blue, and then we got the Barbie pink kind of.
I love that combination of the navy with the pink. It's so nice.
And of course, I had to get all the colorways because I'm crazy that way. If I like something, I'm just like you, Jessie. I get completely obsessed. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, they did 4 colorways, you say? Oh, okay. I'll buy just 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I got all 4.
Yeah, somebody is saying, did the Mr. Bond comment cheer me up? Yes, I mentioned your comment earlier as well. It did cheer me up a lot. The Mr. Bond comment was so funny.
What was the comment, Romina?
Basically, because she approached me and she basically said, "Romina, right? We know who you are."
Oh yeah, it's very James Bond.
But like, oh yeah, it's like in a bad Bond movie or something like that. I love that comment.
Someone, Reality Ragamuffin's asking me, what do you think of Celerant Puffer, Lou Puffer? Well, actually, like, we all kind of like this bag. We've talked about this before, the Lou Puffer. Like, I quite like the... I don't know, guys. I'm kind of like over puffy bags. I'm like, I have the 19, and I'm kind of like, I don't know. So for me, I liked the Lou Puffer a few years ago, but now I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of more into that new YSL bag. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's like that really oversized tote bag that's really hard to get with the big Celerant logo. I feel like
you have to tell me the name of it so I can Google it because I don't know the name.
Yeah, let me try to find it. Yeah, this is the Lou Puffer. I think it's cute. I think it's good if you want like a puff bag because it's really skin, but you have to be you just have to know that the corners do wear down because it's such a sharp corner and the lambskin is so soft. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm not a huge fan of like the big stuck-on logo in the middle. Like, I don't know. I like how with the 19, it's like a turn lock. It's more, yeah, I don't know. It's okay.
I tried out the puffer because I wanted you guys a couple of weeks ago.
Mhm.
I actually went to YSL because I was obsessing with, like, I love my clutches. You know, listen, the kirigami pouch. Look how cute they are together. My little toiletry pouch. Like, I love everything. Like, if it's a clutch type of scenario, like clutchy, live in ferret. Live in ferret. Okay, so I go to YSL because I want the Lulu Puffer clutch. Okay. And I didn't like it. Okay, first of all, it's this small. It's like literally,
Yeah.
I don't know, like literally this small. And then I didn't like the leather. I thought, oh wow, on photos, it's like this shiny, awesome lambskin.
Yeah.
And then I touched it and I'm like, oh, it's plasticky. No, thank you. And again, and this is when I started thinking, and then I spent the whole day, you guys, rushing from shop to shop. Now, I am very outspoken on YouTube, and a lot of people, for some weird reason, that have done my cheapest luxury bag tag video kind of throw shade at me for Amelia Rose Closet, you too, honey. Yeah, but you threw really fun shade. You and Conrad too. You were like, oh, Dacob tagged me in a video. I was like, oh, hold on, is he coming for me? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I comment on people's videos. I don't comment on people's lives. Two different things. But anyway. So as I said, I'm quite shy when I'm out and about. So I always tell Romina, I'm like, how do you get the strength to just bulldozer your way through the city and film? Because, and she said, don't worry, Dacob, I'll take you by the hand. We're going to do it together.
Yeah.
So there I was the whole day. I wish I had the strength to film, going from shop to shop to make a vlog for you guys, but I don't have it in me. And I was thinking about Romina the whole time. I was like, why isn't Romina here with me? Because then she could film it and at least somebody could have some video. But anyway, so I was going through all these bags and testing all the different lambskins. And so I was touching not just lambskin, but also I went to Celine, I went to Fendi, I went to YSL, a little Dolce Gabbana moment, Gucci. And then asking them, hey, show me your lambskins. And I was really comparing the different lambskins. And I really, you guys, came to the conclusion that Chanel lambskin is the best. Now, I know we say, oh, there's, complications, the quality of their bags are going down and yada, yada. But I'm like, yeah. After all is said and done, the tactile experience, you don't beat Chanel. And also, nobody does de-stressed calf skin like Chanel. You guys, This thing, it's beyond butter. It's like nothing. Once you've touched this, in fact, I wanted the puffer bag. I wanted the medium-sized Lulu puffer as well.
Yeah.
I touched the lambskin. I'm like, what is this? It's sure, it's supple, it's shiny, but it's not as good as Chanel buttery lambskin. Even in today's lambskin scenario, where the lambskin isn't as good as it used to be at Chanel, it's still light years better than these other brands. Sorry, had to say it. You guys agree or no?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I just like I love Bottega, the Bottega lambskin actually a lot as well.
Oh yeah,
really good quality. I mean, I got 2 Bottega pouches. One of them is lambskin, and it feels buttery soft. It doesn't scratch easily. It is really beautiful as well.
I touched Bottega as well in black and in an olive green. The camera bag in lambskin. It's a different lambskin, Romina, than Chanel.
What they use for the camera bag though, if the lambskin is the same quality for all their bags, but especially the buttery soft one they use for the pouches, it's good quality.
Richard, oh wait, I wanted to touch base on this. Good that Richard is. Oh, by the way, we got Richard Ferguson in the chats. Check out his YouTube channel. Dale's Addiction in the chats. Check out Dale's Addiction's YouTube channel. Bits and Bags. Check out Bits and Bags YouTube channel. Amelia Rose's Closet in the chat. Check out Amelia Rose's Closet YouTube channel. But I love, Amelia Rose, I love you. Are you kidding me? I loved the shade. When Conrad threw the shade at me, I wrote him back and I said, oh my God, living for the shade. I think it's fun. And quite frankly, a little bit of shade also in our bag luxury community could do us some good, because the little gossipy moments is what makes the channels actually grow. So enjoy it. Enjoy the funny content. And, damn, I forgot what was I saying, you guys?
We're talking about lambskin?
Well, some people,
Oh, Dale's Addiction. Thank you for the shout out, Dacob. Thank you, Dale's Addiction.
some people just ask me about the Cabochon bags, if I still like them. I love my Cabochon bags, guys, from Bulgari. I got the medium and the mini one, and they are beautiful. The leather is really amazing as well. And somebody also asked me, I think, about the cat bag. And guys, I can only recommend you Lanvin and Bulgari. Amazing bags.
I agree.
like
But then
cat
again, what adds to the flair of the Lanvin bags, it's Romina. Because nobody wears Lanvin like Romina. I mean, you have a very, listen, wait, remember this, because I forget stuff. Remember this, and let me go back. I remembered what I was saying before about Richard's bag. Richard, I don't think your bag is lambskin. I think your bag is calfskin. Are you sure it's lambskin? Because I think his bag is glazed lambskin. The Funky Town that he got from Spring Summer 22. Richard, are we sure it's lambskin? Because I think it's calfskin. I don't know, Romina, you touched it as well. But then again, the sales associate told you that the 22 bag is lambskin, and it's not. It's calfskin too. So don't trust what sales associates tell you. Now, of course, Richard is going to have something to say about this because probably he double checked. He knows if it's lambskin, it's lambskin. I just always thought it's calfskin, but we could check on the Chanel website. Oh, the website says lambskin? Yeah, then I agree with you. It's a weird lambskin. And then about Romina, what I wanted, now going back to Lanvin, you have a very feline way, your body language. It's just, you're very slender, and how you move in your vlogs, like, and how your fingers move, like you have a very feline nature. So when you have those Lanvin feline bags, it's like it's made for you. Made for you. So I'm like, of course, I wouldn't even try buying one of those, because I'm like, why should I? Nobody wears it as good as she does anyway. It's like we have the perfect match. It's like these bags are made for you. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah,
it's such a
so
joy. You know what I mean? It's such a joy to see you wear it.
I
And
love
I'm like,
wearing them, but I also love just staring at them. Sometimes I just find myself standing in front of my cabinet and just looking at them because they are artworks, basically. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to add more in the future.
Yeah, and I feel like it's
They're
a bit not
gorgeous.
trendy. It's like a little thing you could have, and it would like, I feel like it's pretty classic, even though it's quirky with the little cat. I think, someone will always love something like that. It's not oversaturated on the market. Yeah, I love it. I really want a cat bag too.
I'm trying to show a couple, and also they were featured in And Just Like That, the new Sex in the City.
Yes, I know. And I had it first before.
And Romina had it first. And here's the one, actually, the one that was featured in the show was a tan color. But here I found quickly a picture. Sorry, I'm Googling these pictures as we go along, you guys.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
This one also has a shoulder strap, detachable, I guess.
Yeah.
But Romina's one with the leopard print is also amazing. The little hobo bag style.
Yeah.
So cute.
They've got the last one. They only had one in Europe.
Yeah, you can't buy that anymore, can you? It was like quite hard to get.
One in Monaco, and that was the only one, and they shipped it to me, luckily.
Yeah. Yeah, because the fluffy ones are so cute. I don't think they do that much. I have to.
Oh my god, I'm like trying to Google these images as the ladies keep changing topic. Here.
That's one. I love them so much.
And this is a faux fur.
Yeah. It's shearling. It's shearling. Shearling. Yeah.
Oh, it's real fur.
It says shearling. Yeah. I think shearling is wool, right?
Yeah, it's. I think
sheep,
shearling is from a lamb, or is it a lamb?
I don't know.
Sheep.
Like a sheep?
Well, sheep. Yeah, sheep is a lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamb is a baby sheep. No. Hold on.
Yeah,
A lamb is a baby sheep. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the same. Yeah.
Just one is younger than the other.
Yeah.
So Richard says, apparently I influenced Jessie's style into getting the her bag, and I didn't even realize.
Oh yeah, I did watch your video, Richard. Like it was like years ago you posted that one, and I got the black and gold because I found the black and gold one as well, and then I sold it because, like, I don't know, guys, because I love selling my bags. And then recently this year I bought another one, which was real. I really like the one I have now because it's got a really interesting texture to the outer. It's kind of like
you can
green.
show it. You can show it.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. I don't know. Actually, I can go grab it if you like.
Yeah.
Okay,
And while you go grab it,
guys.
Wait,
Okay,
before you go grab it, I just wanted to say one thing, Jessie, before you grab it. That connecting to the conversation we had a couple of minutes ago about the fact like buying new as opposed to buying used. Your first her bag was bought used, and
Yes.
your second, and she sold it. But the second was she got new, and she
I
keeping
did.
it. So there's also that psychology. It's a better feeling when you get it new, right?
Yeah, I did really like the feeling of just walking into Hermes and it was on the shelf, and I just thought like it was waiting for me. So I don't know. I'm gonna show you guys, but yeah, the first one I bought, it was like 9.8 out of 10. I think the previous owner wore it like a few times and just got rid of it. And I bought it, and then I was just like, oh, like I don't know. I definitely just love the one I have more now. So could be because I got it from the store myself, but who knows? But I'll go grab it.
Oh, exciting! Yeah, let's see it. So, Romina, you want to read some of the chats? Because I see you're looking at them. Anything interesting?
Some people have just said they have really nice other colors, of course, for the LOUIS VUITTON bags. And especially, guys, recently they came out with like a lavender kind of lilac color. And I'm just trying to get Jessie to buy that one. Trying to influence her a little bit because she's thinking of getting it. It's such a beautiful color.
Oh, hold on. It's hard
Yeah.
for me to find that one. Is it the newest one? I have it here.
Yeah, the newest one. It's like a really subtle lavender. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, let's see if I guessed it. Hold on.
Yes. Yeah, that's the one. It's really beautiful. The color might not come across properly, but yeah, it's really, really nice. And I think, maybe Jessie is eyeing it as well at the moment.
It's a nice one.
Yeah.
I like these delicate colors. I'm more and more into these delicate colors. And I got to bring it back into the 22. I might not be into the shape of this bag, but the color.
I know.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Like, I'm sorry, but I love this color. And I also got to say, I love the Barbie pink of the little heart, cuz they don't do the 22 bag in the Barbie pink.
Mm.
They only do it in the heart version. Did you know that?
Mm,
But the 22
yeah.
bag, they do a coral pink.
Yes. Yeah. This
Yeah.
timely kind of pink, I don't like it at all. I think the baby.
Chanel always does that corally pink. They love doing that.
Oh, check out what I found in my boutique the other day. Look at this lavender.
Oh, I like that purple.
Yeah.
It's like a
I'm
purpley
really
lavender.
We've been really into like the dark purples, so I think Chanel's going to be releasing more dark purples in the upcoming season, so that'll be cool.
And this baby pink they also had. It's hard to see.
Is that the Rose Claire color?
They call it light pink
Oh yeah, okay, just a seasonal pink.
with gold hardware.
That's pretty. It's like a ballerina color.
Ballerina color. It was like an Easter thing, and then the baby blue to go with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Anyway, Jessie, your turn. Let's see.
Okay, guys, this is my bag. I don't know if you can see it. I gotta like step back. So it's like this, and I've got my little echidna charm on it, which is really
Love
cute.
it.
But I don't know if you guys can see the material. It's kind of like a pattern. Yeah, you can kind of see the detail there, and it's got different color on the back.
I love how when you told us, Jess, like that you just got the her bag, you're like, hey guys, I don't know, what do you think about the her bag? Like, it's the poor man's Kelly. I
Yeah.
laughed my ass off. I loved how you said that because, truth be told, once you showed me the bag in this particular colorway, I was like, I would rock this bag. I thought, like, okay, this is an Hermes bag that I would immediately buy because I think this is so cool. Is this one also reversible?
I think you can actually reverse it. What you do is you unscrew it here and you take the rod out, and then you can like deconstruct it, and you can actually get like if I got another bag, I could like change the tops and like interchange colors and like bases. So
do they sell the bases separately?
no, like if I bought another one, I could just swap the
Okay.
tops and the bottoms basically.
Yeah,
But I think there's vintage ones where it comes with two bases, and then you can change it from a backpack to like a just a top hat. Like, yeah, they're kind of designed to be convertible, but
I think this one is adorable. I love,
yeah.
love this colorway. Seriously.
Yeah.
And it's such a young, fresh bag. It doesn't have, sometimes with some of the Hermes bags, you have that heavy class system following it. It feels like rich, you know? But this one is like hip. It's like easy, super light. I love that.
I wear it all the time. I even like wore it in the rain once and it was fine. So I feel like it's a really robust canvas, whatever this is. So I recommend it. Like if you just want like a throw around Hermes bag, then I feel like this is really cool. And I don't see a lot of people with it. So that's why I like bags like that too. Especially like I've never seen anyone else with this
how
color.
easy is it for the sides to scratch? Because it's a fabric.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this is pretty like hard, kind of canvas. This leather is pretty easy to scratch because it's like a smooth. It's like a dark blue. So yeah, that does scratch up a little bit over time, but it's just a really interesting bag. It's
so bizarre that it has that weird pocket in the back.
Yeah, so I think
because Hermes always has one in the back.
Well, this does make it easier if you've got your like train pass or your phone. You can just put it because this is kind of a nightmare, this section. But I do sometimes just like close just like one little bit, just so it's like a bit closed. Because otherwise it'll be swinging open. But yeah, it's a cool bag.
It looks beautiful, but why does Hermes always find super complicated ways to close the flaps and open them? Like nobody invents more like sadomaso type of like let's torture the wearer, like even with the Birkin with the things on the side, the flap on top, like it's a lot of work. It's not an easy in and out.
But I do actually enjoy the detail they put into the like the opening and closing. I just feel like it's very interesting, like compared to like, you know, bags that are just like a magnet or a snap. I find that quite like late. I don't know, it's not lazy. I mean, it is easier to use, but I like the I don't know, I like all the stuff that they do. I think it's cool.
I love the colorway. Romina, any cool shots?
No, but the hair bag. So my issue with the hair bag was always that like probably 95% of them come with silver hardware, and I don't like that. But they make a black one with gold hardware as well, and Richard actually has that one. You know, that would be the one for me. If I would get a hair bag, I would have to find the one with gold hardware and just black. I think that would be amazing.
I think I've seen it in colors with gold hardware, but it's really hard to come by. Like I think I've seen browns or like neutrals.
Yeah.
If you do want to get like a Kelly in black with gold hardware, I feel like may as well just go for the Kelly.
Yeah.
And then get something funky in the her bag. Like that's what I feel, because like I've got a black Kelly as well with. I'm just telling you guys my whole bag collection. I've got a black Kelly with gold hardware, and that kind of I feel. Now that I have that, I actually like that more than the her bag I used to have. But they're different bags, so yeah.
I wonder if they do more silver hardware because the her bag looks like a sporty bag. It's like more of like a easy sporty type of on the go bag. So they thought maybe gold is a little bit too elegant for. I don't know.
I feel like gold is more elevated. So for me, the her bag is like a summer like sports like travel thing. So I getting them in like the fun colors. And you can even like the Pegasus and like, you know, the cool other, there's like a H design, and I really like the really crazy ones too. So
I think, I don't know, I love it. I also like the twilly on this one. You did a great job choosing the colors. Yeah.
It's called Jungle Love Twilly.
Of course, we got a little twilly with a little something, little kitty moment there. Super cute. What are the chats saying? Oh, so the her bag is a fab gym bag. The Reality Ragamuffin says.
Yeah. Richard says maybe a purple one with gold hardware. I mean, you guys know I love purple. I love.
Oh, that would be so nice.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Jesus says, elegant ladies don't like to have an easy access to their double flap. Oh my God, Jesus. I can't. Wah, wah, wah. And on that note, maybe we can call it a day. Are you guys? I know.
Oh
Jessie's
yeah, I
like
actually have to get to work soon, so
Yeah.
that would be great.
Oh man, thank you so much, Romina and Jessie, for joining the conversation. I hope you guys got also some more news and kind of like more clarity about what happened at Chanel Harrods to Romina. And we're all here to support Romina and to tell her that it's all going to be okay.
Yeah.
Chanel can't win over all of us. You know, even though they try and even try to delete our Instagram accounts, you know, they managed
Story.
allegedly. So, but we're still standing. Yeah. I can't really sing it because we're gonna get copywritten.
Yeah.
But I even if I wanted to, I couldn't sing it, bitches. I can't sing.
Right. Yeah.
Any last words, ladies? Affluent
I
and
just
elegant ladies.
absolutely loved being a part of this little panel today. So thank you so much, guys. And I loved reading your little comments on the side as well. Sorry if I didn't respond to everything, but this is my first, like, one of my first times doing this kind of thing. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more if possible. So
Definitely. Yeah. No, I'm just so happy, honestly, guys. I think we have the best community here on YouTube that we can have. Like, it's so positive, and I really felt the love from all you guys. So, big thank you.
And I would like to thank you all so much for supporting these lovely ladies and the Fashion Bunker. We wouldn't be here without you. It's you who gives us the fuel to keep going and making and producing more. And be sure to subscribe to Romina Rose May's YouTube channel. I shall post the link to Romina Rose May's YouTube channel in the description box down below. Be sure to subscribe to Jessie Style YouTube channel. Jessie Style's YouTube channel link shall also be posted in the description box down below. Thumb up this video if you've liked it. Let us know what more topics you want us to blabber about in some future episodes of this, because we can do this again, girl. You just gotta let us know. And that's that.
Okay.
Thank you guys. What? Who?
Just nothing. I was thinking we're gonna say goodbye now.
goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, bitches. Who? You?
Right.
I don't have time for this. I don't have time for you.
We got things to do, guys.
we got tea and crumpets waiting for us in Buckingham Palace, darling. The Queen invited us for tea.
I need to feed my bunnies. They're getting hungry. It's late.
All right, sweetie. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jessie and Romina, for joining, and thank you guys for watching. And until next time. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Bye.
Bye.